case of Erin Carr, who is suing her former roommate Marissa Dill to recover an apartment rental deposit.
And so he was over a lot, right?
Yeah.
But your issue wasn't that he was just over.
Because the way the loft was set up, I was right above the living room, and I'd set up curtains to try to make it more private, but by the nature of lofts, it was very open and...
Which you agreed to when we moved in.
When we all moved in and we were all single. And Gabe would come over and they would stay up till 3, 4 in the morning on several times a week. Not only staying up to watch TV very loudly, but to get stoned all the time. And my problem with that is that the smoke would waft up into my loft. And I was basically getting an unintentional contact high while I was trying to study.
I get that. So you moved out.
Yes.
And but you didn't get notice.
I did not.
Did she have a conversation with any of you about this?
Yes.
She definitely brought it up, and I told her that she should bring it up with Rachel since she was the problem.
No, the three of you get together, all three of you are in the lease, and Rachel's not here. Why is she not here?
She's actually traveling, so this is not her problem.
She seemed to think it wasn't her issue at the time, and apparently she still doesn't think it's her issue.
Well, she's not the one who is owed money, it's me, so I'm taking care of it. She just gave me a statement.
You have a whole folder, whatever is in it, give it to me.
This is the statement from, I know that Aaron and Marissa were good friends.
I can read it.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. I know that Aaron and Marissa were good friends, but I never got along with Marissa. She was very rude. She thought she was better than everyone. She tried to convince us that she should pay less rent even though she had the biggest room. Okay, so there was that conversation. She got annoyed with me when I started dating this guy. That must be Gabe. She ends up leaving 1 month early on the lease, and so she told you that you can have the share of the deposit.
Right, because that was equal to her.
So you all were paying, and then the last month, at the end of that, you were supposed to get your $1,800 back.
Right, I was supposed to get the $1,800 because, well, first of all, she owed me theoretically 3 months rent. She just skipped out, didn't leave notice. So she really does owe me $1,800 separate from the deposit.
Wait, say that again?
But they found another roommate to fill my room, who coincidentally
But you didn't help us find this roommate.
So Gabe ended up being the roommate.
This was luck, okay?
But hold on a moment. But you didn't have any out-of-pockets because Gabe was living there anyway, right?
That's true.
All right, so Gabe assumed her seamlessly.
And he was able, I was so grateful that that happened.
So you didn't lose any
But
money.
she was the one who was
I'm
responsible.
talking.
Yeah, sorry.
You didn't lose any money. Gabe was already there, so no harm, no foul. How is it that you ended up with the deposit?
Apparently the landlord found my forwarding address first. I left one with him when I moved out, and instead of just forwarding my portion of the deposit, he forwarded the entire deposit to me.
So that means you should have kept $600, and you should have given Miss Karn her $600 and given Rachel her $600. Now Rachel said, who paid her last month? Did you pay
I paid
it?
So she said
I owe you $600, so you should get $1,200.
Right.
All right. So then.
But then the other $600, I was owed another $1,800 for the 3 months she left.
Which you never had to
But Gabe was always there.
Right.
So
I'm not going after
So you're not
that,
out of pocket.
But the stress that was involved with it, and the fact that...
No. Okay, so the bottom line is you want the $1,200 plus another $600 for stress.
Never having to come here to
All right.
get it from her.
I understand. And why do you feel like you should be keeping
I feel like I'm being owed the extra amount
Wrong.
of deposit.
Wrong.
I feel like
Wrong.
I'm keeping the extra
Wrong.
deposit.
Wrong. Based on the evidence and the testimony before this court, the gal was going to come down and pay for the plaintiff. You already knew that. And you found another place. You're entitled to $600. Are you entitled to $1,800? You're going to get $1,200. That's your judgment. Case closed.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant is ordered to pay $1,200.
I'm glad I